Hello guys! So if I were to play this modpack again from the beginning and have my memory completely erased, and I didn't know anything about these modpacks before, then I would have wanted to know this one specific thing, which I didn't know how to do it back then. I'm talking about how to read the interface. There is this mod in the modpack called Just Enough Items, and there's the user interface. When you click E, it shows you here all the recipes that are available, and you can click and find out more about these in the interface here. However, it is very cryptic, and if you have never seen this before, it looks like an ancient code, like an ancient language that has been dead for thousands of years, and you don't know what it means. And okay, some of you who are experts in modded Minecraft or in this modpack, you can read this and you think that it's completely intuitive, and I'm here to tell you that it is not intuitive, and if you have never seen this before, it's extremely intimidating to new players. Many new players are going to ignore it, or they will not have the correct settings to actually see all the recipes, and recipes will be hidden. And they are going to face a big disadvantage compared to players who know how to read this. And this was my experience. And I'm talking about this because a lot of people say that this is a very difficult modpack, or that modded Minecraft is very difficult. That's just because we are not used to the way things are displayed in the interface. So if someone could show me or tell me in the beginning how to read this, it would change everything. It would save me so much time. This is why I'm making this video dedicated to the interface and how to read it and what we can actually learn from it. I'm going to say that 90%, that's a rough estimate, the way that I've played the game and now I have experienced everything, I would say 90% of the things that you need to know, at least 90% of the things, are available through the user interface if you know how to read it and how to search in there. And I will also talk about the rest 10% and how you can find them and where you can find them. So, one thing I want to talk about in the beginning is the resolution of the interface. If you go to the settings with escape, options, video settings, you see here there's a graphic user interface scale. In the beginning, the first time that I played the pack, it was at 4 times. And I thought that this was normal, and I just played the game like this. But this results in hiding recipes from you. Because I was looking for the bucket recipe, yeah? You click here, bucket, and it shows you the normal vanilla Minecraft recipe. So I thought, okay, I need to get iron. It didn't even occur to me that mods can change recipes. That was completely unknown to me. I couldn't even imagine that this is possible, that the normal vanilla Minecraft recipe could be altered. I didn't know this was a thing, okay? So if you don't know, if you don't even suspect that this is possible, you see this and you say, okay, I gotta get iron. Oh my god, I have only copper. I don't know what to do. I build a mob farm and I killed mobs for days and days and days to have drops of 3 iron to get just 1 bucket. When in reality, all of this could have been avoided if I had read this carefully and saw that here it says page 1 of 2. page 1 of 2, and you click here, the arrow, ta-da! There's a second recipe that gives you the same thing. Copper and Caminite blend is going to give you buckets as well. Mind-blowing. Caminite plate is just clay and sand. So, one way to avoid this issue is to go to settings, options, video settings, and put it to 3. So I've been playing now at 3, and everything now here is much easier, and I can see all recipes. Now let's talk a little bit about what is displayed in these recipes. Let's take something completely by chance, okay? I'm going to close my eyes, click here a couple of times, and then click something. Okay. So this is the obsidian pressure plate. It shows you here crafting. 2 obsidian will give you the pressure plate. There's no other page. This is the only recipe. Here, down here, it shows you how this can be crafted on the crafting table. And what are all these things, you may ask? This is the crafting upgrade from the backpacks. Basically, it turns your backpack into a crafting table, so you can craft everywhere, wherever you are, just by accessing your backpack. Assembly Halo. I don't know what that is. I've never used it. But because it says Botania, I'm assuming that it's a similar thing that gives you access to crafting. Another Botania thing. Now this, the crafting upgrade, this is from Sophisticated Storage. You can use that in chests. You can upgrade chests and it turns them into a crafting table as well. So you can craft in them. MA crafting terminal. I've never used it, but I'm assuming it's from this mod, Applied Energistics. More stuff here related to other mods. So this is basically a crafting recipe, and here it shows you all the ways that things in general can be crafted, but specifically this recipe. And up here it shows you more things. So you click here, automated shaped crafting. And if you go down here and you hover, it tells you that you can craft this through the mechanical crafter of Create. You click here and it tells you this could be a block drop. I'm assuming that you just mine this and it drops. Because, yeah, it says here needs or prefers any pickaxe. Now, let's have a look at some more useful examples. Cuprosia. All people in the beginning want to know how they can grow copper Cuprosia seeds. So you left click on it. Down here it shows you the crop sticks, so you know this is about AgriCraft. It says here plant mutation, so you need to get this mutation through crossbreeding wheat and carrot. If you click on plant mutation, you will see all the mutations that are available in the pack. Page 1 of 106, and you can keep clicking here and see all the mutations. Not really that useful because you can search whatever you need and you can see from the quests, the side quests, plants galore, you can see the things that you can get. So if we go again to Cuprosia seeds and we right click on it, this is going to open another window. Plant products and growth requirements. Again, down here, the related item or block or even multi-block in some cases. You can click on plant products and it will show you the 250 plant products Or you can go to growth requirements, and this will show you what you need to grow it. You need gravel when the strength, this is the strength, is 1. So basically, when you're faced with something you don't know what it is, you hover over it and it tells you what it is. And yeah, if you click here and you take it to 10, then you know that you can also use farmland to grow this. One thing that this does not tell you is that the block needs to be waterlogged. You can only find this out through the quests. It's here, grow in a waterlogged crop. That's the only way to know this, through the quest, not through the interface here. That's just one of the things, okay? So another extremely useful thing is when you are dealing with bees, say you want to get the bee, the enigmatic bee, let's say, and you click, nothing happens, you click, and something happens, and now it shows you the mutation. Enigmatic Princess, Noble, and Surreal. And something that you can very easily miss here is the special conditions here. You can hover over this and it says requires a Minecraft end dimension. So if you just casually have a look at this and not notice there's a 10% here and you don't hover over it, you will not know that you can only get this mutation if these two guys are breeding in the end, which is huge because you try to do it here and it will not work. So you can access all mutations if you click here. Down here it shows you again the related blocks or multi-blocks. So this happens inside the apiary or the Malarium block, I guess. Mutations, you click here, you can see all recipes. And you see here that there are percentages of success. And sometimes there are also conditions for the mutations. Let's make another example. Let's now move on to things that are difficult to figure out in the Just Enough Items Here interface. For example, let's say that you want to get the tablet of Summon the Wilden. You are in the quests somewhere where that is required. So you're here in Sounds of Life and you want to do this quest, okay? So you have the Ritual Brazier, that's complete. And you want to get the tablet of Summon the Wilden. So you can summon Wilden using the tablet on the Ritual Brazier. And it will drop special regions. You need these special regions for getting some materials later on in the game. So you can only get these materials if you kill the Wilden. And if you use the book, it shows you here the recipe to get the tablet of Summon Wilden. However, you notice here that it requires Wilden materials. So how are you going to get the materials if you cannot summon the monster? How? How will you get these materials that are dropped by this monster if you need them to summon the monster? Yeah. Well, this is like a huge error of the notebook here. If you search for the recipe in the JI, if it dawns on you to search here, then you will figure out that there is an alternate recipe, a second one, with materials that you can get: iron sword, imbued slate bow, lazuli block, and the vexing archwood log. And this is how you get your first tablet. Sometimes the books of the mods are really badly written. For example, here it says, without augments, this ritual will summon a random variety of Wilden monsters for a short duration. When augmented with a Wilden spike, Wilden horn, and Wilden wing, this ritual will summon the Wilden chimera. And you're saying to yourself, augment. Okay, what's augment? How can I augment this? And you try in the crafting table to put this with these things, and it doesn't work. And then you try the enchanting areas of the Ars Nouveau, and it doesn't work. And they're not telling you here that you need to actually place the tablet on the ritual brazier and then place these items one after the other on top of the tablet on the ritual brazier. Yeah. So you're gonna run into these things in this mod pack, which is why I'm trying to create videos and sort of like a database to clarify things that are not clarified well inside these books or in the JE. So I would say that 90% of the things you can figure out by using the interface here. A lot of things can be found in the books, and when the books fail, you just have to go to the community, search on the internet, go to the official Discord of Reclamation, and just ask, and someone will tell you how these things work. All right, I hope that this was useful for you guys. You can follow me on Twitch if you would like. Sometimes I stream there. Appreciate any follows on YouTube as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.